Yo, what is good, everyone? All right, so we're gonna watch the Xbox announcement today. Hopefully, we see some good stuff on there. I wonder what could be on there. Man, let's see. I wonder if it perhaps Doom, because we haven't seen much from id Studios in a while. Wonder if there's gonna be like DLC updates for Starfield. I wonder if like any new Fallout stuff, perhaps. Um, I would assume not, because Starfield is like the new thing. Maybe some third-party stuff. Maybe Elden Ring announcement. Maybe I highly doubt it's gonna be like any uh like Kojima trailers or anything like that. I think it's just going to be announcements for what is coming out, maybe this year or like the first half of the year. Um, Man, I feel like Game Pass has been really going nuts lately. Oh, I wonder if like the Senua's Sacrifice game is gonna have anything. I'm really excited about that one. The first one was amazing. Um, hmm. Xbox games that. Hmm. I wonder if there's gonna be a Tekken 8 announcement because that's coming very soon. Like a Dragon. I wonder if that's going to be on Game Pass. I haven't heard anything about it being on Game Pass, but they might drop it on there. Persona 3 Reloaded um, is definitely coming, but I think that's coming to Game Pass actually. The Suicide Squad game, Skull and Bones. Oh, that's coming in February. Oh yeah, Dragon's Dogma 2. I wonder if there's going to be any announcements about that. Black Myth Wukong. That show is for August. Warhammer 2 Space Marine in September. Arc 2, potentially a more solid announcement will happen because right now I think it's just to be determined in 2024. I wonder if there's going to be any Halo stuff. I feel like Halo has been kind of fucking dead lately. Same thing with Gears of War. I feel like those two series are like I think they're played out, but at the same time they're played out because all the recent entries have been not up to par. Um, like God, Halo Infinite was just a mess. And Gears of War, we haven't really seen anything from them in a while. Let's see, what does Game Pass look like? See, what did they release recently to Game Pass? They released uh, Formula One 2023, Turnip Boy Robs a Bank. Oh, Turnip Boy, that's new. Is that the second one? I think it is. Those Who Remain is a cool horror game. RE2 remake just dropped on there. Super Mega Baseball. We Happy Few. Ass Creed Valhalla. Figment Hell Let Loose. There's been some pretty good releases on there, but we will see. I'm really excited for Pal World. Hopefully that it seems like it's going to be great. I can't wait to play it tomorrow. Yeah, P3 Reloaded is coming on February 1st. And then Eiyuden Chronicles is in April. Um Yeah. So that seems like it'll be great. Um, Man, I am just so excited for Pal World. I cannot wait. I wish I got a early code, but I did not. Um, so for those of you who are watching, um, please let me know what games you're excited for. Hopefully, there's an announcement for. I would love to hear it. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good one. We haven't really heard too much about Xbox lately, so hopefully there's some good stuff here. Oh, I wonder if we're going to hear anything about the Indiana Jones game that's coming out. That's exciting. Machine Gun Games, the people who did, I think, Wolfenstein? Avowed, Sinuous Saga, Hellblade 2. Hopefully. Man, I hope there's another like Hi-Fi Rush type game. Because that was one of my favorite games last year. That game was amazing. I wonder what that gameplay is going to be like for Indiana Jones. Maybe something from Dishonored as well. We shall see. Yo, what's up? Uh, did you want to hop in the Discord with me? If not, that's okay. We can just watch it here. Also, I changed the delay, I think. Hopefully it is better. I think I changed it to like 5 seconds. Audio. Yeah. Ah, okay. No worries. Yeah, hopefully you can catch a bit of it. I wonder if there's going to be any like Cyberpunk stuff. Haven't heard anything about Cyberpunk since the DLC. So, this is supposed to be all of Xbox's developers, either announcing or I'm assuming they're just going to be announcing like their upcoming games or updates to their games. So we'll be able to see like probably what the next 6 months of Xbox is going to look like. Yeah, honestly, I didn't know it was happening until this morning. So yeah, it's just gonna be a list of uh, they're probably gonna be showing like some trailers or some gameplay or something. I know from what I was reading, there's gonna be some gameplay of that new Indiana Jones game. So we'll see. I think it's maybe like an hour. This event is maybe an hour. No, but I mean, Game Pass is definitely um Game Pass is kind of where it's at for most things. Um, I think most games that have come to console for Game Pass have come to PC as well. Like all their first party stuff is coming straight to Game Pass on PC. For a very short period of time, I had a Series S last year, or not last year, year before last. Uh, like whenever it first came out, and it was cool, but I just didn't see the need for one because of Game Pass on PC. And I'll actually be right back. One sec. I might, I might get probably a Series S for downstairs, but I think I'm just gonna build a PC for it. Probably with that little Thermaltake PC case. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Senua Hellblade game. And then hopefully there's something Doom related because I always love those games. Except for that, there was one that was like the daughters of. Wait, what am I talking about? Not Doom. I mean Doom has been great, but I'm talking about Wolfenstein. Yeah, those games were great. Did you ever get a series well any of the new Xboxes, the S or the X? Made it back. My alarm was going off in the other room. Here we go. This feels like Obsidian, Arcane, and what were the other two? You're only going over 4 games today? Okay. I know what that Oxide developer is. I've never heard of them.
Welcome to Obsidian Entertainment. I'm so proud to share with you our upcoming fantasy action RPG, Avowed. Avowed is an adventure into the heart of the Living Lands, a frontier at the edge of the known world, where
Avowed.
you must put a stop to a mysterious spiritual plague and discover a secret.
Have we seen anything about this game?
At Obsidian, we love creating worlds with deep themes, dynamic gameplay, and thoughtful reactivity. And Avowed is no different. We set out to blend the believable and fantastical to give players a world and experience like no other. It's colorful, it's vibrant, it's strange. It's one of the most incredible settings in the world of Eora. There's going to be a lot of great secrets to discover, one of which has a really personal connection to you as the player character, and you're going to have a great time getting to know those secrets and leaving your mark on the world. And when it comes to encounters, our combat brings the best of the moment-to-moment fun that comes with action-oriented gameplay and the depth and breadth of choice that you get with an RPG.
Doesn't look like great combat to me.
Avowed's combat is
It's like
Gabriel
Skyrim.
Peralta, gameplay director.
Here at Obsidian, our team's overarching goal is to empower you with choice. So we developed a flexible combat system that allows you to quickly swap from spellcasting and sharpshooting to melee combat. We want to give you the freedom to mix and match your loadout to fit the way you want to play from moment to moment, uninterrupted. For all battles, you can combine a variety of weapons, attacks, and abilities for tactical advantages against a wide range
Can I
of enemy
push those
types.
lizard people off the ledge?
It's not just hacking and slashing.
That's what
You're
I
making
want to do.
real-time decisions about when to use your abilities, powerful melee attacks,
Oh,
blocks, parries, and special attacks. If you choose to approach combat with a one-handed wand, it feels quick and snappy when dealing damage to enemies at mid-range. Using the Tanglefoot ability, you can stop enemies in their tracks, giving you the opportunity to focus on weaker or tougher combatants in an intentional and controlled manner. It's important to pay attention to the types of enemies you're dealing with. Some units are extremely defensive, some
game
are brutally
looks
difficult.
good, like
And others
graphically,
you must make sure you prioritize,
but
or their
gameplay
varied
looks
capabilities will put you in a
kinda
tough
meh.
spot. To help with the different encounters you will face, we provide customizable loadouts that can be quickly switched during combat. That means you can play however you want. Equip a sword and shield and charge into battle. Dual-wield pistols and control the encounter mid-range. Or even dual-wield wands to feel like a gunslinging mage. You could use your
Dual-wielding
enchanted wand to
wands?
freeze enemies, and then use your offhand weapon's power attack to shatter them.
That's kind of
We've
cool.
worked hard to keep you constantly engaged as battles unfold by creating a balance between pressure and manageability during combat.
Players will have ample choices for how to build and progress their envoy in the world of the Living Lands as they get to know the game and the story and explore the many diverse regions. Some quests in Avowed will have you make difficult decisions with profound consequences, like this side quest you may encounter in Shatterscarp, the third region you'll explore on your journey through the Living Lands. As you're exploring, you come across the bodies of these fallen soldiers, and as you explore the remains of the battle, it's up to you to determine who, if anyone, is at fault.
Just the four of us. Manu, Kiri, Naoki, and me. Training under Captain Ruiki. Trying to keep Thirdborn safe.
In other words, you're a gang of vigilantes. Not that I'm one to judge.
Here. Take my badge. Take everyone's. Our families deserve to know we fought and died for them.
Making the right choice isn't always what it seems. We embrace moral nuance and gray
This game is
areas,
not
trusting
grabbing me.
players to make tough decisions in complicated situations.
My squad and I rested in the cave by the water last night, and as we were sleeping, we were ambushed by those miserable Zorips. I was so surprised, and it was so dark. I just got separated from everyone else. Look, I can't face those monsters alone.
I mean, it definitely
But I
looks
have to know
good.
if anyone else made it out. Of course he did. Sergeant Asui never has a thought he won't say out loud. So what did he tell you? That Captain Ruiki was sick? That I was paranoid? That I was a dumb baby? I heard it all often and loudly. Wait, if you found Sergeant Asui,
Calling me a dumb baby?
what happened?
At the end of the quest, you have a choice. When you confront Private Naoki, if you believe the story he's told you, you can hand over the badges and let him go back home.
You're right. Real battle isn't something you can prepare for, is it? It's not my fault. No, they should have never have camped in the cave. I'll take the badges. I'm going back to Thirdborn.
But if you confront him, if you believe that he fled the site of the battle as an act of cowardice, then he might challenge you to a fight to reclaim his honor. Either way, when you return to town, you'll see the consequences of your actions and the choices you made during this quest. Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build. Art director Matt Hansen and the team
Whenever they
have
say,
worked to
"Oh, you
create
can
a
do
unique,
anything you want to do,"
colorful,
it
and
really
dynamic
makes
visual
it feel
style.
like
From the outset,
they
we
don't
knew
have
that
a
we
good
wanted
story
Avowed
to
setting
lead you
feel
down.
rich, weird, and
Like, or
wonderful.
they don't have like a good direction
We
for you
found
to go in.
inspiration in a
Like,
wide
I would
swath
much
of
rather
real-world
prefer
cultures,
a
helping us create a
extremely
unique
solid,
RPG experience by contrasting the vibrant
like
with the dull or verdant spaces.
Like
with
I would
subtle
much
ones.
rather have like
We
an
can better
extremely
deliver complex
polished,
emotional experiences for our players.
like guided
The
path,
Living Lands
basically.
is a continent of untamed valleys with
Then
widely
you can do
varied
anything.
biomes, from luxuriant forests
I just get
to
so
volcanic
bored with
lakes.
games like that.
And each of those regions itself is a conflux of storied landscapes. All of the regions have a lot of special things associated with them, but I have a deep place in my heart for Shatterscarp. As you're wandering the wastes of Shatterscarp, you might notice off in the distance a vibrant jewel of color. By transitioning
It
from
looks
destitute,
very colorful,
muted
and
tones
especially
of a
more so than
wasteland of
Starfield.
sand and marching in towards a beautiful oasis, There's the opportunity there for life, for adventure, and even a little danger.
We hope you've enjoyed this look at Avowed. We're thrilled to share more about the game in the coming months, and we can't wait for you to explore
You
the
know what,
living
if it's on-
lands
if it's
when
on Game
Avowed
Pass-
launches this fall.
Oh, in fall, wow. If it's on Game Pass, I'll definitely give it a try. But as of right now, it just seems like nothing super special. But we'll see. We will see. That logo is pretty cool. Yeah, exactly. It just seems kind of boring. Like, at least Outer World was like, it had its own character. It had its own like it made the world felt real in Outer Worlds, but everything else is just kind of bland. So Ninja Theory is the game developer that did Senua's Sacrifice.
Hi, I'm Dom Matthews, studio head here at Ninja Theory in Cambridge, UK. We're now in the final months of development on Senua's Saga Hellblade 2.
Wow, it's
And
not
the team
done
is
yet.
working hard to bring you an unforgettable journey into Senua's unique world and her battle for survival, where we have once again combined high fidelity and immersive presentation with a shorter, narrative-led experience that focuses on the things that we really care about, and that we hope you care about too.
Yeah, that cover art with the skull was pretty sick.
Senua is back with a new quest. She wants to stop the Vikings who raided her village right at their source, in Iceland. But not just her quest has changed. Senua herself has grown since the first Hellblade. She's made peace with her past and is no longer in such fear of her visions and voices. While the Furies are still her constant companions, she encounters new people along the way, some of which will value her unique perspective, and others who will
I
reject
think
it.
you would really like the first one. It's got a really good story. There's some cool puzzles, and just the setting is probably my favorite part of it. And just her battle with her mental illness is like
in 10th century Iceland
it's
on the
it's
trail
really
of
really good.
Vikings who have been enslaving her people. In the story, we're trying to be as faithful to history as we can up to a point, establishing a solid framework and then building more surreal.
Also, it's not a billion-hour game like Starfield.
Senua will face up to giants who have plunged the land into chaos, and which in turn has seen the rise of the Droiga, a violent threat that has swept through the settlements that she'll discover. Senua will make new enemies and also new allies who will come to see her unique perspective as a beacon of hope. And she'll discover, along with us, how this viewpoint can have its advantages.
These games, I feel like they need to be played with like the best speaker system you possibly have,
Senua
and
is a Celtic warrior
in
who
like
experiences psychosis.
a theater,
Seeing things that other
like
people
with the
don't,
highest
hearing voices,
with the
and
highest
unique
resolution
beliefs about
possible.
the world around her. To bring Senua's perspective of the world to life in a truthful way, we have once again worked closely with Professor Paul Fletcher at the University of Cambridge, as well as people with lived experience of psychosis.
What does that mean? It's terrifying.
Players will find themselves traversing beautiful and hostile environments, seeking answers from patterns and signs that Senua sees in her own unique way, and battling through encounters with enemies that will push Senua to her limits.
On Saga, we've taken everything to the next level. With a new motion capture space, a bigger stage team, a stunt crew, and a new cast.
We spent a lot of time planning the motion capture shoots, thinking of what events would be good to bring into this fight. Like, how can we make this fight feel different from the
Man,
previous
I just hope
fight?
this game is worth it. Like, it's
We
been
have
so
all new
long
combat for
since
the
the first
sequel.
one has come out. And I feel like
One of
every
our
time
key
they
goals
announce
was
something, it's
the
just like the
ability to
tiniest
actually
little
tell a
snippet
story throughout it.
of new info.
It does feel very different from the first game, but it's very brutal and you're very invested in it. Senua isn't a superhero. She's fighting for survival, and we want the player to feel her struggle in every step of her journey. We want the player to always feel like they just scraped through, just survived it.
Mel knows Senua better than anyone, better than I do. Her instincts are amazing, and she really doesn't need much help from me. On stage, our main focus is storytelling. So I get to watch the actors and see all the beautiful expressions on their faces. And then I have to wait a little while, and then I get to see that all again, in-game, in costume, on location, everything. It's a great experience, a great process.
Every discipline in the studio is unified in achieving a deep level of immersion to help suspend your disbelief and pull you into Senua's story.
Yeah, the actress that plays her is super good.
We were lucky enough to do a few reference gathering trips in
The
Iceland.
game is
You
really
have to be
dark.
there.
It's
The
really
sense of scale, everything is
like
incredible.
cerebral. Like it's
And you see a
it
scene
deals a
or
lot
you
with
see a
like
small section
the
of
voices
game
in
and
your
you're
head.
like, yeah, that works. That's amazing.
It's just as dark and as
Senua
horrible as the
experiences
setting is.
reality
It's just a
differently,
really really
and a part
beautiful
of this manifests in
world
the
that they've
voices she
created.
hears. These voices come to life through binaural audio, which provides a good representation of this type of auditory hallucinations. As we focus in immersion, binaural audio is perfect for this because through headphones, you surround yourself in a three-dimensional space. In the first game, we only applied to the voices that Senua listens in her head. In this game, through spatial audio technology and some extra little things within the game, there is music that is binaural. Every single sound has the potential to be binaural, so everything is spatialized around you, and it's a very beautiful experience.
What will we do to us?
Music is a strange language in the sense that it speaks to our emotions fast and deep. It's not only about quality, it's about personality. So when you listen to Hellblade, you know it's Hellblade. On the music, we are working with Heilung, which for me is a personal privilege because I really admire them.
That's the band that played at the last announcement.
We feel their
At
craft,
the Game Awards?
their depth, their meaning in the music. It really connects with our game and elevates it to something really special. We are also working with a heavy metal singer, throat singers, and our very own Furies. They sing so beautiful, and we add that binaural touch of music. So this all creates a very immersive and a very special and unique experience.
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech. And that's our aim in Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, is to not only see where Senua goes next, but to deliver something really meaningful for our players.
My hope is that they will really connect to Senua as a character, and even if they can't really relate to what she's going through, maybe they know someone that relates to that character and they can then understand that person better.
Well, I don't want to sound cheesy, but in a way I'm Senua, right? She exists and doesn't. It exists through all of our work, through every ninja. So we all are Senua, and we are creating this character that grows and grows and grows and grows and keep growing and keep changing. So that makes it real.
I'm so proud of the love, care and passion our team here at Ninja Theory are putting into Senua's Saga Hellblade 2. Our hope is to not only create a
Is this
game that
gonna
is
release
great to
in like
play,
the
but to
summer
craft an
or
experience that leaves you thinking and
in the
feeling.
fall as well?
From our combat gameplay through to our action set pieces, from our cinematic scenes to our puzzle solving, everything is crafted in service of Senua's journey, a journey that you can embark on May 21st.
Oh wow! All right, cool. We got a release date. That is exciting. That's a lot sooner than I thought. Oh, Square Enix. What is this? It's not Final Fantasy.
Greetings, Xbox players. My name is Masaru Oyamada, producer for the Mana series here at Square
Trials of
Enix.
Mana.
聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの情報を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにいち早くお伝えできる機会をいただけて大変光栄です。コンソールゲームとしては約17年ぶりとなる聖剣伝説シリーズの完全新作。聖剣伝説シリーズは1991年にファイナルファンタジー外伝として誕生して以降、マナと聖剣をめぐって描かれる愛をテーマに
Wow, so their partnership with Square is doing good.
楽曲の数々。
Because they just released the beta for 14 on Xbox today.
これまでに17作発売され、長らく愛されてきました。
Holy shit, there's so many.
本作は30年以上の歴史あるシリーズの最新作となるため、これまで培われてきた聖剣伝説としての世界をしっかり感じられるものを目指して鋭意制作中です。フィールドでは自然や精霊とのつながりを感じられる色彩豊かな聖剣伝説の世界を体験してもらえると思います。シリーズおなじみのモンスターたちも本作に登場しています。
Some interesting combat with the air dashes.
これらのおなじみのモンスターたちを作り出した聖剣伝説の生みの親である石井浩一さんとともに聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナの内容を紹介していきたいと思います。
Hello, I am Koichi Ishii from Grevs. I am so happy to introduce the newest game in the Mana series to Xbox players. 初期の頃からシリーズ作品に登場しているモンスターたちは私が考案したものですが、中には小学生の頃すでにイメージができていたものもあります。
Alright, so I turned the delay completely off.
今作では
Hopefully this doesn't mess with the
ドット絵からスタートしたモン
with
ス
the
ターたちを
recording, but
どのような形で
it is what it is.
進化して聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナに落とし込むか、デザインの方向性からモデルの完成イメージまでを監修する立場でプロジェクトに参加しました。聖剣伝説ファイナルファンタジーガイデンを作っていた頃から、
Yeah, it's off for now. Let me know how it
モンスターたち
is.
は立体的に生き生きと動いて、これまで自分が携わった作品ではそれらをどうやって当時の技術で表現できる
The
か
game
に
looks
こだわって
cute. I never played it
作ってきました
before, but I'd be willing to give this one a try.
最新作では聖剣伝説のモンスターたちのただ可愛いだけではなく恐ろしさの部分もしっかりと表現できているので、バトル中はモンスターたちの表情に
Was that a stage barrier?
これまで聖
Like
剣
is that
伝
a,
説シリーズには
is that like a
空を
battle
旅する
arena
海を
area
渡る手助けをしてくれ
whenever
る
you get into
頼もし
battles
い仲間
or
たちがいましたが、今作には広大なフィールド探検に欠かせない新たな仲間が登場しま
Oh,
す。陸上を猛スピードで駆け回ってくれるピックル。ピックル
Cool
も石井さんが新たに考案してくださっています。
新たな仲間を考えるにあたっては、今作のマスコットキャラクターになるくらい可愛い動物にしたいという漠然とした思いがありました。その上でヨークシャテリアの毛並み、見た目はアルマジルによく似た仙山港や古代エジプト神のアヌビスの子供といった
That design is cute.
具体的なイメージが浮かんできて、それぞれの特徴を取り入れながらラフデザインを書き起こしました。デザイナーにもアイデアを出してもらいながら、足の長さや
the game demo? Oh, Final Fantasy 14. Wait, what is the game demo you talked about? Game demo.
もう一つの挑戦は楽曲面です。過去様々なコンポーザーが携わられた楽曲の雰囲気が感じられつつも、最新作として素晴らしい新たな楽曲が生まれました。
Game demo. I don't remember.
聖剣伝説シリーズらしさを感じてもらえると思い
Was
ます。
it just now?
過去シリーズの楽曲を手掛けたクリエイターたちが全100曲という大ボリュームの制作に挑んでくれました。新たな試みとしてフィールドの探索からバトルまでをシームレスに体験できるよう、今作ではインタラクティブミュージックを導入しており、冒険の没入感を高めてくれます。探索中の BGM がバトルに入った瞬間、
Oh no, the beta for Final Fantasy 14 came out on Xbox today. Yeah. 14, the online game.
今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。空中でのアクションがバトルの鍵となっており、武器での攻撃だけでなく魔法での攻撃も可能になっています。
Oh wow. Air magic. Okay.
本作ならではの特徴として聖剣伝説シリーズではおなじみの精霊たちがいますが、その力を宿した武器を使うとバトルを手助けしてくれるようになります。精霊によっては様々な特性の違いがありますので、その効果とともに聖剣伝説の世界らしい不思議な力で爽快なバトルを楽しんでいただけます。
オリジナルモンスターやピックリにも注目してほしいのですが、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは聖剣伝説らしさを感じてもらえる作品になるよう、小山田君を中心にチームのみんなが頑張って作ってくれていますので、ぜひ発売日を楽しみに待っていてください。私自身もプレイするのを楽しみにしています。
They're like full-on JRPGs,
聖
right?
剣伝説シリーズとして初めて Xbox ユーザーの皆さんにお届けする本作、聖剣伝説ビジョンズ・オブ・マナーは今後も様々な情報をお届けしていきますので、
cool.
ぜひご期待ください。この夏、この忘れられない冒険を Xbox ユーザーの皆さんに楽しんでいただける日が今から待ちきれません。
Nice. So I got one for May, one for summer, and one for fall. It's the glasses. You just get some glasses, you'll be good. Oxide Games. I wonder what they're gonna do. Aura History Untold is, I think, is the game that they're releasing. But I don't know what this is.
Hello, and welcome to Oxide Games.
Oh, they did Ashes of the Singularity.
With our decades of personal experience building some of the most beloved strategy games of all time, like Civilization V. We came together to create something new and innovative in a genre we all love. Our History Untold is the game we've dreamt of making.
Aura is an homage to historical gamers, strategy gamers, 4X gamers. It features all the depth and gameplay fans of this genre love, where you'll explore the world, expand your nation, govern your people, and engage with your rivals on the international stage. But it isn't just more of the same. With Aura, we wanted to challenge some of the preconceived notions about the genre, push it forward in a modern, empowering, and truly compelling and approachable way.
For example, we have over 100 instruments on display in the office, which are all things that we purchased in order to add to the soundtrack and expand the game and make it really good. Hi, Dan. That's Dan. We started in his basement. It's been an amazing process to see from concept to completion.
These games,
we started small,
I have to be in like a mood to play these games.
Questioning our design assumptions and prototyping out features, rediscovering what made us fall in love with strategy games in the first place.
Like this is the type of game where I will play one day out of the year, but I'll play it for 10 hours straight.
A living world where you can rule how you want to rule and chart your own path to becoming the most prestigious nation on the planet.
For Aura, we knew we needed deep systems with outcomes that encourage exploration and give players the power to experiment and make meaningful strategic choices while still having agency over their playstyle.
We also wanted to explore more in different parts of history and give players from around the world the chance to see the game reflect their unique perspective and not just ours.
And finally, we knew that for players to feel the impact of their decisions, they would need to see their choices reflected in the game world itself, not just through numbers on a menu. One of the first differences you'll see when you dive into Aura is what we call the living world. It's a procedurally generated alternate Earth, bursting with life, an intuitive, authentic, and immersive space, a blank canvas for players to paint the society of their dreams.
The living world isn't just a map. It reflects the choices players make over the course of the game. They can see everything from the settling of the wilderness to cultural influence on architecture over time.
Probably a couple hours
to the
at least,
thousands
right?
of citizens living their lives and reacting to
What?
the changes.
You can go all the way up to...
We want players to feel like they're truly occupying the world, leading their people as they thrive and grow. Core to the vision of Aura is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule.
So you go from like the Stone Age to modern Metropolis?
To win a game of Aura, players will compete with their rivals to build the most influential, impressive, and important nation the world has ever known. This is measured by prestige, the player's score that proves their worth as a leader.
Oh
The
god.
prestige system gives players the chance to decide
So
what
much
kind of
stats.
leader they want to be. Do they want to pursue great works of arts and culture? Military might? Scientific advancement? The choice is theirs.
What?
In Ara, there
Fucking
are no
robots?
set victory conditions.
You go all the
Players
way
get
to
decide
Gundams?
what is most important to them and focus and prioritize on those goals while still being able to win the game.
Personally, when I play Ara, I like to build triumphs. Triumphs are our collection of incredible monuments and architectural achievements from throughout human history. Like the
I
Great
built the
Pyramid of Giza.
biggest coal
They're
mine
hard to
you've ever
build,
seen.
But worth it, giving huge prestige bonuses and game-changing abilities
Yeah,
to
same.
the nation that constructs them.
Another aspect of Ara
I just
that
don't
I'm
understand
personally
how you would
excited
play this
about
on
is our
console.
crafting system.
I feel like that would be
crafting
very
system
hard.
offers a unique challenge to the player that they generally won't see often in the 4X genre. Succeeding at balancing, gathering the right things, turning them into the tools that you need, and then finally getting to the outcome or reward of something like an important improvement or triumph just changes the challenge.
There's always
that
one of
exists
these
in
games
Aura compared to other 4X games.
in these announcements. One that you're just
Crafting
like,
plays out in Aura at a national scale, with players honing
I don't
and
care,
combining the
but
natural
people who
resources
care
they
a lot
harvest
about
into
these games,
all
so.
manner of goods and components. Those are the foundation for everything.
I
from
just don't know the
international
popularity
trade
outside of
to
like
improving your
Civ.
cities and
Like
citizens'
Civilization.
lives, and even manufacturing the weapons necessary to draft
Is
military
there really
units.
like a
The
giant
crafting
market for
system
these
in
types
Aura
of games? I don't know.
encourages thoughtful, advanced planning. It rewards players who can see the strategic outcome of all their collective decisions, and not just the individual ones.
I'm proud of the work that's gone into our simultaneous turn system. Many strategy games have players alternate taking turns and reacting to their opponent's moves. In Aura, all players' actions are resolved at the same time. This rewards players' ability to navigate uncertainty, to predict and strategically plan for a variety of scenarios in the moment. This system makes Aura just feel more real. In a typical strategy game, once your turn is finished, you have to wait for a long time. With simultaneous turns, generally speaking, those times are very low. You get to
Isn't
keep
there-
playing the game
isn't
and
there
stay
PC
engaged
benchmarks
rather than having those
where
periods of downtime where you're not doing
where they benchmark how long it takes for the
not
computer to
easy
make a
sifting
decision
through all of history
based on
and
your
picking
like
what to
CPU and GPU?
For Aura, we wanted to offer a fresh perspective, so we looked at
Because there's
cultures
so
and
much
societies
like
throughout the millennia
stats
with the
and
broadest lens possible.
number garbage
Where
that
this
goes
approach
into these
really
games.
shines is in our leaders. Leaders are so often seen as military personnel or prominent government figures, but leaders come in so many different forms. They're thought leaders, scientific and cultural prodigies, and
You're a
many
manager
more.
at McDonald's.
Each leader in Aura has a number of special abilities determined by their personality traits, as well as a powerful and unique leader trait informed by their
I
contributions
also don't
to
like the
world
art style.
With a diverse global
It reminds me of,
roster,
like,
we know players will find leaders that they will want to
Fortnite / mobile game art style that doesn't really have a whole lot of character to it.
For us at Oxide, player feedback is the only way to really understand what you're making. It gives us that priceless perspective from the people we're making Aura for, you.
Building the game alongside real players
Not
has
for
given us
me.
that critical player feedback. In the end, we believe this makes for a deeper connection between the players and the game.
One of my favorite examples is when we first introduced the concept of dangerous wildlife to the game. It turns out, in our first iteration, it was maybe a little bit too aggressive or disruptive. We knew we should probably make a change when one of our insiders made a forum post that was just,
Cougars, cougars,
Cougars, I hate cougars!
someone get these feline demons away from me. I'm happy to
Really?
report, based on more recent feedback, that I think we ended up in a good place with the overall threat level of mountain lions to a player's citizenry.
It's been years of hard work to bring you a strategy experience like no other. And we're so excited that we can finally see the finish line. We can't wait for players to get their hands on the game.
How soon
later
after
this year.
was she writing that? This
Aura
she
is
just
only
runs
beginning.
straight into the
We're going
wall.
to maintain our insider program after the release date and continue to listen to players and support the game into the future.
On behalf of everyone at Oxide Games, thank you for joining us today. We can't wait for you to play Aura and to create your own history.
What was that Trials game? Something of Mana? What was it called? Visions of Mana.
Hej och välkommen till Uppsala, Sverige, här hos Machine Games. We are really excited to finally be able to share our work on Indiana Jones. Since the first film came out, Indiana Jones has always represented the ultimate adventure. Even today, it's one of the most iconic franchises in pop culture. In this game, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones. You will see through his eyes and experience a journey that we hope lives up to the proud legacy of Indiana Jones. When Todd Howard first told us about his vision for the game, we knew we would be a very good fit to help bring it to life.
I've wanted to make an Indiana Jones game forever. I'd had this idea for what it would be like and the story, what Indy was going after, what period of his life it was in, what kind of arc he was going to have. And as the years went on, I thought,
I wonder what kind of
who would be,
gameplay
like,
this
the
is.
best studio in the world to make this, and it was
Man,
my
I
friends at
remember
Machine
playing
Games.
those old LucasArts
I can remember
Indiana Jones
pitching
games back
Lucasfilm on
in the
game
day.
and being, you know, a
I
little
think I
bit
still have
nervous
those
because,
CD-ROMs
look,
somewhere.
it's, you know, Indiana Jones, and their response was just overwhelmingly positive, and just that excitement has bled through the whole project. And
Those
they've
old
just
indie
been
games were so much fun.
trusting and supportive of everything that we want to do with the game. It's been a long time. I've been a fan of this my whole life, and I couldn't be more excited to show you what the team here has been up to. Let's take our first look at the new Indiana Jones game.
Okay, okay.
Let me tell you what you are missing, Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones.
While you were playing your pointless game, I was playing you. You're wondering if maybe you should have built yourself a life of meaning instead of ending up here, dead and forgotten in the sands of Africa.
Oh, wow, they got his likeness? It's a Lucasfilm game? The hell?
Myths. History. Just different ways to interpret the past. Thousands of years of humanity's thoughts and beliefs, scattered and buried. Just waiting to be found.
You can't just run away from your problems, Indiana.
He's like, watch me.
Watch me.
Got it. Is this third person? Or that was first person, alright. I mean, if it's like
History. Mankind has built sites of
if it's first
great
person
spiritual significance.
like Wolfenstein,
If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe, you get a perfectly aligned circle.
cool.
I've had run-ins with these guys before. Trust me, it ain't a walk in the park.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
What do you mean if I could keep up? Patron of the fallen angels. Protector of the Chirkulimani. The Great Circle. You have any idea how old that was?
That seems pretty cool.
Indiana Jones.
I'm definitely gonna give
is
that a try.
such an iconic character, and he means so much to so many people. Everyone here at the studio has their own indie stories and memories. Most of us grew up with his adventures and have been fans of the movies and the character for years. He's a brilliant archaeologist, he's a charismatic everyman, he's passionate and determined. And for us, he's synonymous with adventure.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience. Our game is all about putting you in Indy's shoes, letting you see and feel what he sees and feels. For us at Machine Games, we do
That's
that
pretty
best
wild.
through first person. It's the ideal perspective to bring you into
I didn't
the
realize
rich,
they had those like
exciting,
handheld
interactive
3D
world
scanners. That's crazy.
we believe that being up close and personal to the adventure is key, making each action feel like your own.
Whether it's cracking your whip, solving puzzles in ancient temples, or seeing your knuckles go bloody in a fistfight, all of these moments are much more intense in first person.
But we still want you to have those moments. Seeing his iconic silhouette with the hat, the whip, and so for things like cutscenes and environmental traversal, we pull the camera back for a third-person view.
I wish they would just give you the option of third person.
Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is set between Raiders of the Lost Ark and The Last Crusade.
When our game begins, Indiana is working at Marshall College. He wakes up in the middle of the night to the sounds of a break-in and rushes to confront the thief in the college museum. The mysterious giant of a man makes off with what seems to be a historically insignificant artifact, sparking Indiana's curiosity.
Who the hell are you?
Following the trail, Indiana heads to the Vatican, hoping to learn why this particular relic was stolen, and discovers that things aren't what they appear.
He starts pulling at the strings of a mystery, and it all unravels until he has no choice but to see it through to the end, whatever the end may be.
On next plane to Rome. Stop. Need help. Stop. Meet me in Vatican. Stop. Indy.
We always talk about how clever Indiana Jones is. That had to be one of our guiding principles when we were thinking about the type of game we were making. It wouldn't be Indy if he wasn't using his wits to get through the situation. The most authentic Indiana Jones experience we can make is the one that makes you think first.
Sure, there will be some obstacles that will be
Yo,
more easily
Inari.
overcome with the revolver or a gun taken from a disarmed
You know,
guard. But
I
think
never
most of the
played
time you'll
Uncharted.
have more fun, and to be honest, a more genuine indie experience by finding more clever ways to solve a problem.
We always want to be offering
Those
more
games just
solutions,
felt-
whether it's trying a different path.
It
through
just
the
looks so
environment to
bland.
get around
I don't know.
enemies,
Those games just never interested me.
observing enemy patrols and using them to your advantage, or using the tools at your disposal, like the whip.
It's an
It's like-
amazing global adventure with action propelling you through your journey.
Like Tomb Raider and Lara Croft
environments for you to
is
explore.
just a knockoff
Indy's journey
indie,
will take him to
and
the
then
forgotten temples of Sukhothai,
Indie
pyramids of
is
the snow-peaked
so
Himalayas,
Indiana was like first, and
We
then
look carefully at each location and the time
Lara
period
Croft
the game
and
is
Tomb
in,
Raider was
and
like a
we're
knockoff
trying to
indie,
make it as
and then
authentic
Uncharted
as
is like a
We
like a
love
knockoff
creating rich, vibrant worlds, and in this game, we're also
Lara
at the
Croft
goal of
game.
making it feel like a true cinematic Indiana Jones adventure.
One of
I
the
don't know.
biggest ways to
It
do
just
that
felt like
is with the music.
kind of boring.
John Williams
Yeah,
is the
Inari,
original
it's
composer for the indie film,
it's like a
and we're really lucky to
first-person
have found
Indiana
Gordon
Jones
Howe,
game.
a composer who's been able to capture Williams' essence with his score for The Great Circle.
Made by the people who did the Wolfenstein games.
We also take a very movie-like approach to things like cinematics. We're very physical with our production style. We use a lot of stunt actors. Things like this help us bridge the gap between making a game and making a movie.
And of course, our characters do a lot to help bring the world to life as well. Next to Indy, Gina is our other main protagonist. Where Indy is pursuing answers just for the sake of curiosity, Gina has a personal stake in getting to the bottom of the core mystery.
Gina is an investigative reporter who has a lot riding on this adventure. She's been tracking a lead for some time, and now she's found an ally in this determined American professor. Their paths are intertwined, and they'll need each other in order to get to the bottom of this mystery.
Okay, then. Let's see if you can keep up.
I'm just really surprised the guy has likeness.
We always love our villains and think we might have found our favorite one.
Although I
yet,
feel like it'd be hard to
and
do
Big
indie
Boss.
without
He's
Harrison
this
Ford.
Intensely psychological man. He's obsessed with the human mind and manipulating it.
He's highly intelligent and the perfect foil for Indy. They're both brilliant people, compelled by their passions and obsessions, but driven down wildly different roads.
He
When
creeps
is it
up
coming
and gets
out?
Under your skin, like he gets under in the skin. It's captivating.
Dead and forgotten in the sense of Africa.
One of our mottos for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is adventure first. But in every indie adventure, there are always those moments where he finds himself in the action.
That's been one of those balancing acts for us, and we've ended up with this sort of hybrid experience that mixes melee combat, stealth, and gunplay.
How you approach any given situation is up to you. You may choose to sneak around an enemy patrol, or maybe you'll just pick up a shovel and whack them on the back of their head. And when you can't use your wits, you got Indie's most iconic tool. Just like you see in the movies, one of our goals has been to make the whip as fun and multi-purpose as possible. We want it integrated into every aspect of the game.
You can use it as a traversal tool to make your way around the environment. You can use it as a distraction. And yes, you can absolutely use it in combat. Everything you'd expect from Indie's whip, and hopefully a little bit more. Puzzles are a key feature.
This
in
whip
our
can
game.
do all the things.
The spirit of discovery is so important to Indiana Jones. Obviously, there are a handful of puzzles on the main path, but a lot of the puzzles are optional and are just there for the players who want to experience them. Epic traps.
That's pretty cool.
Small secrets and hidden puzzles that blend right in with their surroundings.
One thing I love about our game is the level of interactivity that we have. We have this world of mystery where anything could potentially hide a secret. The more you look, the more you'll discover.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I want to thank you all for joining us for our big reveal of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Machine Games is known for creating these rollercoaster experiences with huge set pieces, surprising twists, and immersive narratives. It's exciting for us that we have been able to stay so true to the Indiana Jones franchise and create such an authentic experience.
It seems like it's gonna
while
be pretty
still
good.
being able to showcase what makes us us. We are making a game for everyone, whether you are very familiar with the franchise or not. Because at the heart of Indiana Jones is an incredible adventure, and I think that's something everyone wants to be part of. I'm also very excited to announce that Indiana Jones and the Great Circle
Tell
are
me.
coming later this year.
Oh, wow.
I
Okay.
cannot wait to share more soon.
End of the year. All right. It'll be in December probably. What else we got? We got one more? There's gonna be one more. No?
Should I take one?
Is it animals, children, and game developers?
Our mission here at Ninja Theory is to craft life-changing art with game-changing tech.
Core to the vision of Ara is our philosophy of rule how you want to rule. Stay happy!
Creating an immersive experience like Avowed is anchored in the world we build.
Well, you aren't just playing as Indy, you are Indiana Jones.
My name is Masaru Oyamada. 今作はアクション RPG 聖剣伝説のアクション部分が強化されています。
Was that it? What? Oh, Elder Scrolls Online? I don't care. Was that it? Stream over? Stream over, okay. So that was quick. I thought it was gonna be. Well, we're about at an hour. Okay, that's fine. So now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna rank these because some of these I don't care about. Let's see. All right, so we got the list here. So I'm gonna do let's see. Red, tools, pen. Let's do red. Yeah, thick. Okay. So I think absolutely last on my list is Ara History Untold 5. Get out of here. I'm sure someone likes it, but I don't care. So 5. Now, let's see. I think number 1 is gotta be Senua's Sacrifice. Definitely looking forward to this. Although it's going to be, what did he say, May? I think it was May. And then second probably would be Visions of Mana. Third is Indie. Oh, that's hard on my... that's hard to do with a mouse. Okay. And then 4, Avowed. All right. So we got Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, Visions of Mana, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Avowed, and then Ara History Untold. Gotta be honest, I was expecting a little bit more. Something along the lines of like literally anything else aside from Senua's Saga, but it is what it is. I'm sure we'll get another one in 3 months. But yeah, cool. So I think that about covers the stream. I'm gonna be streaming a little bit later, around 7 p.m. CST. I'm gonna be doing a bit more. FF7. Hopefully finishing that up tonight. We will see. That game just keeps going. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the stream, and I will see you next time. Later.